How's it going, everyone? IGL week number 8, going up against Tylenol The God and his team of a lot of threats. He's got uh, Libero Cinderace, Garchomp, Slowbro, Tapu Lele, Zapdos, Miltank, Sableye, Mega, Scizor, Gloom, Alolan Graveler, and Gorybus. So overall, I like his team. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty threatening against me, to be honest. But then again, every team is because I don't know. My team is as far as the bulk, as far as my bulky Pokemon, they're a little bit too passive. Um, but yeah, anyway, I don't know how he got Zapdos round 5. That's just ridiculous. And I also haven't seen Mega Sableye in a while, so that's gonna be interesting to play against. Um, Scizor getting that round, what is that, like round 9 is crazy, or round 8. I just can't count. Um, that's pretty good. And yeah, just overall, pretty solid team. He's got great little defensive core with like Slowbro, Mega Sableye, and Miltank kind of. Also Zapdos if that wants to be defensive. He can sweep me with Gorybus. I wouldn't be surprised if he brought Gorybus. Let's see what else. I guess just Liberace is going to be a huge threat because it's very strong, and it can also do a few different things like core change can be annoying. If it goes for like a bulk upset, that can be annoying. Taunt Super Fang, you never know. So um, yeah, I think he's doing pretty well too. I think he's 5-2 as of right now. As far as, I mean, that's what the doc says. Um, so I don't really quite remember, but yeah, I know I think he's 5-2, but like worse differential than us. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is definitely gonna be a good battle. At best, at worst, it's gonna be terrible for us. But anyway, let's get right into the team. I'm bringing Dragapult, DD Dragapult, enough speed for Garchomp. I figure there's no real reason to speed creep Cinderace since I have the Culver Berry, and he's just gonna sucker punch me anyway. So I don't really need to outspeed that Pokemon. And I really wanted the extra bulk. I'm putting it all in defense. Well, not exactly, but um, I'm putting 76 into special attack because that will basically guarantee a kill on Mega Scizor as long as he's like just max HP and no like Assault Vest or anything like that, or Berry or something. So that'll guarantee the kill, which is really nice. And then we're just max attack and put the rest in defense because most of his team is physical because he's got like Cinderace, he's got I mean, not that I want to take a hit from Garchomp, but he's got Garchomp there. Um, Scizor will be bullet punching me, so I don't really feel the need to invest in my special defense. In fact, I'm going my special defense nature because, I mean, his only special attackers really are going to be Zapdos, Lele, and Slowbro, and I guess Gorybus. And, I don't know. Like, Lele, I'm not going to want to stand against because it's going to be Scarfed, most likely. And I can probably just kill it with Phantom Force anyway. Slowbro probably doesn't want to stand against me, and what is it? Zapdos. I mean, yeah, that's annoying that I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage from that Pokemon, but I mean, it's fine. He's not gonna speed me unless he's Scarfed. And I don't think a Scarfed Hurricane knocks me out. It does a lot, but it doesn't knock me out from full. But yeah, we're just kind of here. Coldberry is nice for against Sucker Punch Cinderace, and then like a knockoff from Sableye would be annoying. Um, but or like a knockoff from Scizor. So yeah, we're doing it right here. I didn't really want to bring Specs because I have a feeling he's gonna bring Miltank for the Dragapult. Um, because I mean, other than that, he really doesn't have the best Shadow Ball switch-ins, if at all. But I feel like because of that, he's gonna predict that, and he's just gonna bring Miltank in every time, and that's kind of a great switch-in for him. So I wanted to have a Dragon Dance set. Hopefully, I can sweep him late game. Flamethrower is definitely important for Scizor, but other than that, I'm kind of in a great position with this Pokemon. So, yeah, that is the Dragapult. Next up is the Mega Gardevoir. I feel like this is kind of nice here. Now, I'm trying to think. That's right. Okay, I remember. We have enough speed for Tapu Lele. Hyper Voice actually does more than Shadow Ball to Lele and Slowbro, so I just didn't run Shadow Ball. Subtoxic Hyper Voice, Mystical Fire. I'm basically just Hyper Voicing everything on his team except for the Scizor and the Gloom. But Gloom I can Mystical Fire, which is nice. And we have just enough HP here to take a non-invested Scald from Slowbro and it not break our sub. So that's what the HP is there for. And yeah, Hyper Voice just kind of bops his team really well. So we definitely need this for Mega Sableye, because otherwise we just don't deal with it, to be honest, unless Kama can somehow set up. So next up is Alomomola, Fizz Def, Rocky Helmet. Kind of here to deal with Cinderace, Garchomp, and Scizor. Problem is that all three of those can kind of set up. If he brings Bulk up Cinderace, that's annoying. If he brings like Swordsman, Skill Shot, Garchomp, that's annoying. But we do have the Ice Fang, or Icy Wind. Icy Wind's just there to make sure that he doesn't boost his speed up with Skill Shot, because that can be really bad. So as long as we're hitting our Icy Winds, we won't be doing that much damage, honestly, but we'll be doing it enough to where he can't sub up and you know, he's gonna have some sense of urgency in attacking us, which is really good. And then Scizor can obviously Swords Dance, so we don't want to stand against that unless we know it's like banded or something. But seeing Alomomola, he's probably gonna bring SD, is my guess. So yeah. Trying to think. I guess that's it with the Alomomola. Just trying to Wish Pass and, I don't know, spread some burns. A burn on Mega Sableye would be nice. Burn on Miltank would be nice. Although the Toxic on Gardevoir is pretty much only 4 Miltank if he brings like a Spadef Miltank. So yeah, that's about it. So next up is our Tyrell, the Infernape. I have enough speed for Mega Garchomp, or not Mega Garchomp, but regular Garchomp. We have Flamethrower, U-Turn, Hidden Power Ice, and Slack Off with the leftovers. This is basically here for the Scizor. Scizor can't do much to us. And you know, if he switches into like Scizor on my Alomomola, or if I'm somehow in against, you know, Scizor with my Alomomola, like I don't want to be in that position, so I'm just gonna hard switch into Infernape. And if he goes for U-Turn, that means he's probably not Swords Dance. But if he goes for Swords Dance, we're in a good position because we are max HP, and we can just kind of take those hits. No reason to be Iron Fist here. We don't have priority, and I don't know. I just felt like this is a decent set just to do, you know, not that much damage to anything but Scizor, but also we can Hidden Power Ice Garchomp, and he's not going to be expecting that, I don't think. So yeah, so we got the U-turn on there just for, you know, he's not going to want to stay in with Scizor. He's going to want to switch, so we can get some switch initiative with that. So this Pokemon is mainly here for Scizor. Like I said, I can also take a hit from Cinderace, although it's not going to like it, but, you know, maybe we can get a surprise kill with this Pokemon, you never know. Like with Hidden Power Ice on Garchomp or something like that. And hopefully just maintaining our health to make sure that Scizor, because Scizor's a big problem for my team. So I do not want to lose to that Pokemon, because even if I burn it with this, if he just keeps spamming Swords Dance and then he roosts up, you know, if he's at max attack, like with 3 Swords Dances up and he's burned, that still means he's at +4, which will bop my whole team, honestly. So that's it, except for Infernape, so we need Infernape there for sure. Next up is Bronzong, Spadef, here for Lele. It's also nice for like Slowbro. It's nice for Zapdos to an extent. It's kind of nice for Gorybus. I mean, we don't do much to Gorybus, but it's our best switch in, honestly. And we're just max Spadef to take on the Lele. Now I just thought, you know what? I'm probably never. I'm probably never gonna use Steel Roller, so I might as well bring it here. It's just to do a little bit more damage than usual. We have Heavy Slam, Stealth Rocks, Hypnosis. Hypnosis is just because I want to put things to sleep. I didn't really feel the need to run anything else. Like usually I run Body Press here, but I'm Spadef, not Fizz Def, so it's not. And Body Press doesn't really do much for me in this matchup. I could run, you know, Earthquake, but Earthquake doesn't do anything for me either. So I just decided to, put Hypnosis on there. If I change it, it's probably going to be like to Explosion or something. Um, I could run Explosion. Or Toxic, that would be fine too. But yeah, Steel Roller is basically just a physical steel attack that will only work in terrain, and it gets rid of the terrain. So if it brings Lele with Psychic Terrain, um, which kind of is reverse, like counterintuitive to having a Scizor on your team, but um, he's found ways around that, obviously, this season. So, um, but yeah, we can just Steel Roller and we'll hit things for a little bit more damage. Zapdos is still a good switch into me, but I don't know if he brings in like Garchomp on me. We go for Steel Roller that's doing more than Heavy Slam. So, um, yeah, that's gonna be kind of good. So that is Bronzong. I just realized we are enough speed for Slowbro. Maybe he'll speed creep us, but if he does, that's not too big of an issue, honestly. Last but not least, we have Nidoqueen. With enough speed to outspeed a Zapdos with like very little speed. It means that we're not really bulky with this set. We're just really offensive. I've found that the more offensive Nidoqueen is the one that I enjoy using the most this season, which is pretty valuable information going forward in future drafts. But yeah, Nidoqueen just pretty offensive here. Well, obviously, modest with Life Orb, Sheer Force, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and T-Spikes. I don't really need Sludge Wave because I'm not singing against Lele anyway, so I just Earth Power everything. I can Ice Beam Zapdos, and I can T-Bolt the Slowbro for a little bit extra damage, and Gorybus if he decides to bring it. I figured, Flamethrower isn't really that important here because I hit Scizor for a lot of damage with Earth Power anyway, and he probably won't stay in, thinking that I'm gonna have Flamethrower unless he sees all four of my moves. But at the same time, Toxic Spikes is probably not going to be used, I'm going to be honest. But in the case that, I can leave this Pokemon and get a Spike Up, or a Toxic Spike Up, that's really good. If he doesn't bring Zapdos, because otherwise his only removal is going to be Scizor. So if he leads with Sableye, I'll just click Earth Power and do a lot of damage. But if he doesn't lead Sableye, I can just get a T-Spike Up, which is really nice for things like Lele, Garchomp, Slowbro, Miltank, pretty much everything. It's just nice to get some residual damage off on them. So Toxic Spikes is like pretty nice here. So anyway, that's the team. Thank you guys so much for watching the team builder. I'm gonna cut to the battle right here, and you'll see me there. So yeah, wish me luck. This is gonna be a really important one. All right, here we are in the battle. My opponent brings a team of Scizor, regular Scizor, Tapu Lele, Garchomp, Cinderace, Miltank, and Mega Sableye. So the 5 he did not elect to bring were Slowbro, Zapdos, Gloom, Alolan Graveler, and Gorybus, which is nice because I didn't prep for the last 3 really. So I guess it's good that he didn't bring any of those 3. I think I bet that the strategy of just not really prepping for the Pokemon under like 3 points and under is really gonna bite me in the ass at one point, or it's at some point in any league. But so far I don't know. I haven't seen totally crazy teams in a little while. Like things I just have not prepped for. So anyway, yeah, looking at his team, it's kind of what I was predicting. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I really thought he wouldn't bring Slowbro, and he didn't. Zapdos I thought was a possibility, but we won't see that either. And like I said, the other 3 I just didn't really think were going to come at all. So looking at the leadoff, I could see a few different leads. I could see Garchomp, I could see Cinderace, I could see Mega Sableye. One of those 3 is what I'm predicting. So I'm thinking if I just lead with Nidoqueen, we're kind of in a good spot. Unless he leads either Garchomp or Mega Sableye. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start the battle right now, and let's see how this goes. I'm going to lead Nidoqueen, and he actually leads Cinderace, which is okay with me. He's going to go for the U-turn. This damage, it tells me he's either Jolly no item or Adamant no item. It doesn't really tell me what kind of set he is as far as like nature wise. So I get a free Toxic Spike up. I guess I didn't say this before the battle, but Toxic, I mean, he's got no hazard removal outside of like, well, Core Change Cinderace and also Defogs Mega Scizor, but Toxic Spikes really hurt his team, so I wanted to get a layer up. Once I saw he didn't lead Mega Sableye, I'm like, okay, I'm getting a layer up. And then I Earth Power, do some damage as he knocks out the Life Orb. I know he's going to recover the next turn, so I just get in Mega Gardevoir. I'm able to sub up. So yeah, and then, you know, I'm thinking maybe I can kill this Mega Scizor unless he has like an Aqua Berry, which I was, you know, seeing how he brought it in that aggressively, I was expecting him to be Aqua Berry probably. So we burn that, and now he makes a great play here and goes for the U-turn as I switch. Couldn't really risk Mega Gardevoir at that point, because if Mega Gardevoir goes down, we're having a tough time against Mega Sableye. So he gets the advantage, gets Lele in, and he goes for Shadow Ball, predicting my Bronzong. Good play for him. Doesn't do too much though. I guess I don't really have like a Ghost type switch in on this team, on like the 6 I brought, so that's fine though. As he's gonna switch, I actually predicted him to go into Mega Sableye there, but instead he brings in Miltank. So I didn't really want to stay in with my Mega Gardevoir, so I go into Alomomola. He body slams, so that's a good situation for me. As now he's going to Heal Bell, so we see the Heal Bell, which isn't that bad because I still have the Toxic Spike there. So yeah, I'm able to get a Wish up, or Wish. I go for the Wish as now I can bring in Nidoqueen. I wasn't sure. I thought I could take a Body Slam, but I also didn't think he'd just stay in there. So we get basically a free Earth Power here because his Mega Scizor can't really stand against us either. And we're able to, successfully heal up Nidoqueen, so that worked out for us. Here I'm going to spam Earth Power because my biggest fear is him predicting my Mega Gardevoir to switch in and just like knocking it out with like a Poltergeist or something. That would really suck. So I'm clicking Earth Power. I'm just continuing to click Earth Power. It's really obvious, but with the Toxic, he really, I don't know. I mean, 2 layers in this situation would be nice, but at the same time, some other situations in this battle, it's really nice to just have the 12% every turn. So I start to, this time I went for Thunderbolt just because I didn't want to run out of power points on Earth Power. So he goes for Thunderbolt, so he switches into Garchomp there as I click Thunderbolt, and he shows he has a Lumberry, so I'm thinking this is definitely like Swords Dance Scale Shot Garchomp, or at least Swords Dance Garchomp, so it could be sub maybe. So he goes for Swords Dance there. Well, he clicks Earthquake, and then so I switch into Vish, and I get the Icy Wind off just in case he wants to Scale Shot, keeping his speed at bay. Although if he had Scale Shotted there, well, no, he still would have been at like neutral speed, I guess. But here I don't want to let Alomomola go down just yet. I click Protect just to see. Hopefully I can get some mind games out of him. He's already at -2 with speed, so I don't really care if he goes for Scale Shot. I sacked Infinite there because I didn't really feel like it was needed at this point. It was only really there for Mega Scizor, or for regular Scizor. I don't really know why I keep calling it Mega Scizor. It's only really there for Scizor, and Scizor's already so weak that it's not really a problem, per se. So he goes into Cinderace after he sacks the Miltank to my Mega Gardevoir. And then he goes into Cinderace, and he shows that he's not Boots because he got poisoned. So I'm thinking he's probably not Core Change, which is good for me. So he switches there. I'm not too sure what he was thinking there, but it just, I don't know. Maybe he could have knocked me out. Maybe he was predicting my switch into something else. But yeah, I'm able to just knock him out with Nidoqueen. And here I kind of got a little bit overzealous there. I was really expecting him to predict my Bronzong, so I could get like a free Earth Power off, but that didn't work out too well. And he's actually not Scarfed because he switches up his moves there. I just go for Heavy Slam. I'm really glad I didn't over predict there. I also, by the way, I didn't say this before the battle. I keep forgetting this. First it was in the SPS. with the Durant, and again, I changed Steamroller to, or Steel Roller to Toxic, just to have it there for Zapdos, because I didn't really feel like Steel Roller was that important. So anyway, I knock out the Lele, he brings in Cinderace, gets a crit on the U-turn, which did matter, but it's fine. Honestly, I'd rather him just knock it out. He goes into Garchomp, which is fine with me because I outspeed him, because I know he's not Scarfed. I can just Dragon Darts. I know that's going to knock, or I know I can 2KO everything on his team. I bring in Alola there, Mola, because I didn't know if he had Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch. Either way, I didn't want to damage. I don't want Dragapult to get damaged. You know, Dragapult could have had the last 3 kills, but I was just playing it safe there, which is good. Here, if he had gotten like 2 more hits, I think we just lose this game, which could have been really scary. Actually, no, he doesn't do. He would have had to get like a crit in there somewhere. He wouldn't be doing enough to even knock me out there. So I know that the Protect is super obvious there, but it doesn't really matter because he's gonna die to poison. So you know, Toxic Spike's really coming in clutch there. So yeah, and his last Pokemon is the Cinderace, as I just Protect here. Just trying to save as much differential as I can. Try to get as high a seed in playoffs as possible, because this is obviously a win at this point. Yeah, he's going to go for Gunk Shot. He does poison me, but again, it's fine. I'm just going to stall him. Doesn't really make a difference. I guess I could switch into... Oh, I actually do end up switching into Dragapult. I forgot about that. But yeah, I wanted Dragapult to get the last kill, just because, you know, I don't know. I didn't want to, you know, and also it's a respect thing. Like, I don't want to just waste his time doing that stuff. You know, get the comfortable 3-0, but also don't try to waste someone's time deliberately. So yeah, Dragapult, I think, is still the MVP. He's only got like 12 kills, but I mean, well, that's assuming the doc is updated, which it really never is. So, but yeah. Also, big shout out to Nidoqueen for getting 4 kills, 3 of them passive kills with the Toxic spikes. Let's see, because it killed Scizor, and then Dragapult killed Cinderace, and then the Toxic Spikes killed Garchomp, Miltank, and Mega Sableye, and then Bronzong killed the Lele. So yeah, all of a sudden Nidoqueen's got like 7 kills on the season, when it really hasn't done much. I mean, I don't know. Nidoqueen's been pretty good this season, but yeah, it just hasn't really gotten a lot of kills. It's mainly been the Dragapult show, and also Mega Gardevoir has been doing pretty well. But yeah, that's gonna be the battle. Nice 3-0 here. Good game to Tylenol. I know he hasn't had the most time to build this season and all that. He's a busy guy, but I'm glad we got to have this battle. And yeah, so next week is week 9. We face Easy Bake Oven and whatever his team is, and that's gonna be the last week of the regular season. We are pretty much guaranteed playoffs. I don't know how we wouldn't make it with 6 wins. We're 6-2 right now, so even if we lose next week, it's fine. Doesn't mean I'm just gonna bring like stupid shit, but I might. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.